Hey baby girls, in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to do an underarm wax using both hard wax and strip wax. So the hard wax I'm going to be using is Star Pearl Stripless Blue Film Hot Wax Beads. I like to set my temperature to about 50 to 60 degrees for a nice thick consistency. For the strip wax, I will be using the brand Salon System Just Wax Cherry Blossom Gel Wax. I like to have the temperature set between 85 and 95 degrees. I like this to be a nice thin consistency. Remember, gel wax can't be heated in the microwave, so you need a wax heater to use this style of wax. Also, remember I have inner inserts, so the wax heater can be a bit higher than your recommended temperature, as this takes a little more heat to warm through both metal inserts. To cleanse my client's skin, I'm going to be using the Salon System Just Wax Pre-Wax Cleanser. My after lotion, which will soothe the area, is also Salon System After Wax Lotion. I also will be using Salon System Just Wax After Wax Oil. This will remove any sticky residue. Also, when working with gel wax, I like to use the Lotus Extra Thin Paper Waxing Strips. I find these super easy to work with. So I'm going to start by testing both wax temperatures on my inner arm. The strip wax felt warm but not too hot. Perfect temperature. The hard wax also felt warm but not too hot, and it didn't feel too runny to work with. So to begin, I asked my client to stretch out the armpit using her opposite hand. As you can see, the armpit hairs aren't that long. Ideally, 1 more week would be perfect, but holidays aren't always perfectly timed. Before we start, I apply some cleanser to a cotton pad and cleanse all the area so it's free from any oils or deodorants. I use firm pressure. This is to help any flat hairs that may be under the skin. I also like to make sure it's fully dry, so I use a dry cotton pad to ensure nothing is damp. I pick up my first lot of hard wax and apply this in the direction of hair growth. Like I said earlier, this section is growing sideways, so I apply following the hairs. I make sure my wax is applied nice and evenly. I wanted to make sure I had a nice lip around the edges, so I went back in so I could create an easier grip for me when I came to remove. It's important you don't let the wax cool down too much, as it can crack and snap the hairs. I could feel the wax was ready to be removed, so I flicked up the tab and applied firm pressure and pulled off in the opposite direction of hair growth. I managed to remove quite a few hairs with this wax strip, but you can see there are some short stubborn ones which we can go over in this direction to try and remove them. I also like to apply firm pressure to ensure them hairs are fully set into the wax. Remember to apply pressure onto the area you have just waxed. This helps with any after sting. When using hard wax, you can go over the area a few times. Hard wax doesn't exfoliate the skin, so you won't be irritated and sensitive. Also, you tend to have to go over the area a few times anyway when using hard wax to ensure you have grabbed all the hairs. I have a stubborn area of hairs. These are slightly stuck into the skin, so I try and use my spatula as a tool to lift the hairs when applying this last lot of wax. I also notice a couple more hairs in this section, so I apply again. Remember, you can apply this wax in a few sections whilst you're waiting for the other to dry. Just remember, you need to leave a gap in between them. I'm now going to just tweeze the last stubborn hairs. I'm now using my after wax oil on a cotton pad and removing any traces of old wax or residue left on the skin. Just keep wiping over the area and it will melt away. To finish, I'm going to use an after wax lotion to soothe and reduce any irritation. I'm now going to show you how to wax the opposite underarm using strip wax. I cleanse the skin and then analyse which direction of hair growth the armpit hairs are growing in. This side of Maria's armpits are actually all growing upwards. I'm now going to take a small amount of gel wax and apply this to my spatula. Although Maria's hairs are all growing upwards, I'm going to apply in two sections so I don't bruise the skin. Once I've applied a thin layer of gel wax to the underarm, I remove using my paper wax strips. Make sure you have a firm grip and a nice stretch before you remove the strip. Also firm pressure on the area to help reduce the after sting. I'm now going to repeat the same steps to the lower half of the armpit. Please never worry if you see pinpoint bleeding. This is very normal and usually stops within seconds. You can see I have a cleaner wax when using the strip wax today. It's worked a lot better for the short stubborn hairs on Maria's armpits. I also love working with the strip wax for the speed. I'm now going to use my waxing oil to remove any of the sticky residue. Followed by the after lotion to soothe all that area. I hope you enjoyed watching my underarm wax tutorial using both strip and hard wax. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!